was once many people at this fort that could have told of what happened. Now there were none. This murderous force moved quickly and could lash out at any fort it chose.
Boys, I'm sitting around the campfire.
Keep on repeating this, Chuck.
So there's this fella going down the road, coming home from a campaign, and he comes upon a sign on the side of the road, and the sign says, George and the Dragon. So he thinks, okay, I'll stop in here. I'm going to take a look, see what's... And he goes to the window, and he bangs on the window, and the innkeeper's wife sticks her head out the window, and she says, what do you want? And he says, well, could you spare me a plate of food?
The Battle of Long Island was a British victory. Long Island villages became occupied by the British. Huntington, one of Long Island's more prominent villages, was no exception. The British enjoyed plundering this village that sided with the colonists. Citizens of Huntington were impressed upon the British to provide so much goods and labor that they barely had enough provisions remaining for themselves. One of the direct results of this was the emergence of saboteurs and murderers who attacked the local British by night.
Wolf, get within my range.
Colonel Thompson will know what to do. He's due here momentarily.
What truth is there to Thompson deserting his family in New Hampshire to fight on the side of what he said was the best army in the world?
Maker. Well, see, the Mad Wolf has honored us yet again with more work. And why isn't he posed for the portrait?
And what are you doing here?
I don't know if you would ever pose for a portrait while living. Before he made arrangements with me to do a portrait before he's lowered into the grave. We need his eyes to be cut.
Oh, yes. You're the one who paints portraits after death. You make them look alive.
The portrait you did of Colonel Esper was very much to his liking. It was he who taught me how to use this.
Then use it against the Mad Wolf. Colonel Thompson, good morning. Would you like to have a seat?
One day these perjured rebels will rue the day they started a rebellion against us. The Mad Wolf again.
I'm afraid so. Last evening's raid was the same as the others. Committed by a man on horseback, aimed with a pistol. They say he comes and goes like a sudden wind.
He won't stop until he has destroyed our fortress, God.
Well, I won't let that happen.
None of them. We've made inquiries to the townsfolk. What news have you?
The townspeople are hiding something. I saw it on their faces when I had them gather in town. among the citizens of this village a single man who, by raiding our camps at night and causing destruction, is blocking our allegiance to His Majesty King George III. This scoundrel has caused the death of 9 British subjects to date. A reward of 60 guineas has been placed for his capture. You are my people. Can't you see that this raider is hurting? He has the absurd belief that by making the colonies independent that you will be better off. As the king's subjects, you have food, land, and protection. On its own, an independent nation cannot survive in a world of monarchies.
Now you're posing a problem.
You are wasting your time talking sweet to these vermin. Don't you know there's a huge population of rebels here in Huntington? You two either speak agreeably to them, or...
I had told our men to be rough with them.
You are a liar, Hobson. I heard all about your incident at Jackdaw Inn.
Listen! No persons who live within the town limits shall appear in the streets between 8 o'clock and the reveille in the morning. It is now between these hours. Punishment for this offense is confinement.
This way.
You are serving another customer as well, whom I will put under arrest.
Do go after him, Corporal Hobson. Oh, are we fresh out of courage? The mad wolf's gone. Stop your shivering.
You deplorable coward! I give you a simple task, and what happens? The most sought-after culprit in this region slips through your trembling fingertips. And a barmaid is allowed to find amusement in his weakness.
Hobson, what description of the Mad Wolf did you get from the barmaid?
I should have known better than to take a member of the fine Hobson family from Queenstown. I'd best have you dismissed. I'll give you another chance. Capture the Mad Wolf and I'll forget your previous blunders.
We've been trying, sir.
I'm doubtful you've been trying hard enough. You have to be rough with these rebels, the way Hewitt was. Hewitt captured a young carpenter who was influenced by the Mad Wolf. He tried to raid a British camp all on his own. For proper punishment, he became duly sensible of his offense.
That's right. Teach him a lesson.
Don't get blood on the grass. Who's gonna clean it?
You look like a chicken after a bonfire.
What about any help from the public? The public? They mostly side with the colonists. They remember your orders to have the local citizens help constructing Golgotha at the burial ground. Can you imagine the feelings kindling within them during such work? The local citizens wish to make the Mad Wolf a saint. And then, of course, you have that confession.
What confession? Somebody just confessed to be the Mad Wolf.
Young Wimple, you just told us.
I am the Mad Wolf. It was I who raided the camps. I confess this in preparation for the Judgment Day.
We have no time to hear this madman's confession.
Our spies claim that the Mad Wolf works alone, and not with any rebel leaders such as Francis Marion or Henry Lee. We began to question all the citizens that we suspect. We can assume the Mad Wolf is a young man, anywhere between the ages of 15 and 40. From my experiences with firearms, he appears to be an expert, learned shot, eliminating all suspects with poor eyesight. Among the myriad of foolhardy clues, we have legitimate ones. We carefully searched the scene of every raid and every route the Mad Wolf used for escape. We found a piece of gold fabric made of a very fine silk, which is impossible to find in Huntington. We started attempts of locating the source of the gold fabric. Since it was silk, it was probably near from import. Last week we began investigating seaports in the Huntington area. The gold fabric is one of about 10 small clues that may be connected to Mad Wolf.
Gold. Gold. Yes, a gold ribbon. Perhaps given to him for luck. Maybe by a sweetheart. His mother. Maybe even his wife. But you have found nothing. This is of no concern of yours. Get lost! Tonight, at Golgotha.
Look what popped up here. What else do we have?
Huntington's citizens were forced to use their lifelong skills and trades to build Fort Golgotha atop the town's burial ground. Already a century old, the burial ground saw most of its tombstones ripped up and discarded to make way for the fort. Some reports stated that bodies were pulled from the earth. Many tombstones were used as household items. Thompson singled out one deceased rebel and used that enemy's tombstone as a welcome mat, so he could tread his feet on that old rebel.
So, Colonel Thompson, are these Mad Wolf clues?
Yes, they are. First, may I say it is a privilege to have a leading Huntington barrister as a guest here at Golgotha.
Thank you.
These coins, they were spilt from a purse the Mad Wolf was carrying in a raid last July.
It's interesting.
Interesting, but useless. Along with this rifle ball that was found lodged in a tree. It was definitely fired from the Mad Wolf's pistol, but again, useless. It's this gold fabric that may prove very interesting in our search.
How's that?
Mr. Dunmore, a fabric this rare would never fall in the hands of a communist. It's silk.
You're absolutely right. Now, I'd like to do some investigating on my own on this. I mean, it may prove to be absolutely nothing. But then there's a chance I might be able to have that point us to the guilty parties. And possibly to the Mad Wolf.
Please do.
You may also add that it's silk, and silk is very hard to come by, especially in these parts.
I do hope you've used a different oven plate this time, Hobson. You blundered again, Hobson. You see, we use tombstones as oven plates, and, well, we tried to avoid this from happening. Hobson. Look at that! You bake like you fight! Eat well, Mr. Dunmore.
Thank you.
In the morning, we will escort you to town with the gold ribbon as your clue. I expect we will capture the Mad Wolf soon.
Why not just escort me now?
It is dark. The moon shroud surrounds the forest. Only one who is quick and keen on his feet could make it through.
Yes. Oh, and also the Mad Wolf. Oh, and Colonel Thompson about the gold fabric. There's a harbor master who knows that one of his sailors is stealing cargo.
Yes?
He is selling the goods to citizens in Huntington.
This could be the break we've been waiting for. Yes. Hopefully the harbor master will tell us who the sailors sold their fabric to. Then we can make our arrest.
You two, you're under arrest! Hands up!
Odd. Hoberson did seem quite anxious when he arrested this bitchy Strum.
No, there's nothing to figure out. He wishes for credit for capturing the Mad Wolf. But why did he insist on bringing this Strum back to her own apartment for questioning?
What if the gods see us?
I'm sorry, dearest, that they detain you here.
But why? You boasted that you had influence with your superiors.
It's all because of that gold ribbon you wear. Now, the Mad Wolf either owns or knows someone who owns a gold ribbon. So my superiors...
You know I have nothing to do with a Mad Wolf. It's folly to link me with a Mad Wolf just because I wear a gold ribbon. I know several women in town that wear gold ribbons. You know that barmaid at the Jackdaw Inn? You know the brunette barmaid?
Yes, I know her.
What? She always wears gold ribbons in her hair.
I promise you that your charges are dropped by sunset.
Oh, like you keep promising that you'll desert to Southern Europe and take me with you, liar.
For God's sake, lower your voice. Just about without a shilling. Spent almost all my parents' money. Had lavish parties and clothing at frightful prices. Now creditors seek me throughout England.
But I need money. Can't you help me out?
I have nothing. Nothing except a plan of mine.
Oh, do tell.
Well, the Mad Wolf will probably raid Golgotha next. It's the only camp he hasn't touched. When he raids it, I can go into the storage hut where Thompson hides a key to a hidden arsenal in Huntington. I can steal the key, sell it to the Patriots. They can quickly plunder the arsenal, and they are ready to pay dearly for it.
What about the guards in front of the hut?
They're short of manpower due to the Mad Wolf. Thompson has taken the guard away from the hut. He needs men to guard the fort itself.
Thompson suspects somebody within the camp of theft?
Thompson has such a blind hatred for the Mad Wolf, he'll instantly suspect him. But there is one obstacle between the gold and me.
How much gold?
About 70 guineas. But there is a lot of risk. If I'm caught, that's the only thing holding me back.
Oh, aren't I worth the risk?
When the Mad Wolf attacks, I'll do it.
There shall be more upon payment.
Excellent work, Hobson. The problem is there are 2 brunette barmaids at the Jackdaw Inn. I'm guessing you mean the smaller one, the one who vexed you.
Based on Hobson's findings, Thompson ordered the arrest of Sarah, the barmaid.
To Major Cochran, Hobson. We have in our captivity a certain Sarah Halsey, a barmaid who seems to know the identity of the Mad Wolf. That's W-O-L-F, Hobson, not F-F. She refuses to reveal this fiend to us.
This is to whom?
Major Cochran, Hobson. Where was I now? She refuses to reveal this fiend to us.
Devil.
What was that you called me?
I suppose I have the honor right now of addressing Beelzebub.
You'll have the honor soon enough. Death by exposure and starvation. Why don't you save yourself the trouble? Tell me who the Mad Wolf is. I thought he must be someone dear to you. We will kill him. Tell me who he is. We'll make him a prisoner of war. When it is finished, we'll let you both go.
The same was said of Nathan Hale. And he isn't in a jail. He's in a grave.
Dead! She's dead. Gone with it. She's breathing. She'll awaken soon. No sense in trying to scare a woman who's not afraid of death. Perhaps if I treat her like royalty. I will need her help, you know. From the pillory to here, not bad.
I knew the family that lived in this house. And now half of that family is dead. And the other half has disappeared.
These houses don't belong to those families anymore. They belong to us. Don't let you forget about these rebel families. And tell me who the Mad Wolf is.
Why? So you can send the both of us to Gallows Hill?
I wouldn't. It would be a waste. I would take you to England with me first, where you could live your life in luxury and in splendor.
Release Sarah or another camp will fall. The one you call Mad Wolf. She paid for this.
Hey, boys, listen to this one. There's this shabby vagrant walking up the road. He's looking for a place to hang his hat for the night. No, forget the 13 colonies. I want to say, no, this is a good joke. He's walking up the road.
13 this time. That's what he's having like last time. That's right. I've been here all night.
It's a good joke. I want you to hear it.
These hardy knaves and stupid fools, some apish and pragmatic mules, some acquiescing tools. These make up the 13 colonies. When Jove resolved to send a curse, and all the woes of life rehearse, not plague, not famine, but much worse, he went and plunged the 13 colonies into the dark.
Wolf would return with a degree of success. The plan was to have Sarah move to the storage hut, a more secure location. However, Hobson was doing some work on his own.
Hobson, what are you doing here? It's a headache. This appears to be a good... You are drunk again. Damn you, go outside and sober up. Can't have you near this now, can you? Yes.
Sir, this is from Stokely Dunmore.
Stokely Dunmore. This is good news. Stokely Dunmore has someone he believes to be a suspect as the Mad Wolf. I will meet him tomorrow. Yes. Get my horse ready.
Him. I suspect him. No, don't let him know you're watching him.
What makes you suspect him?
It's that note that was on your guard. The penmanship was perfect. There's no misspellings. This means the Mad Wolf is somebody who's well educated. Had he been of a lower stock, that note would have looked like a child's scrawl. This man over here is a university graduate, a former soldier, a marksman, and a supporter of the rebel cause.
We'll have to bring him in for questioning. I'll muster my troops. Certain clues point to this man as the Mad Wolf. He is a barrister by trade. We will be at his office at noon today to arrest him. We know him as a lover of wine, fucks, bitches, and the rebel cause. Joseph Buffett.
Good work, Colonel Thompson. Can you imagine the look on Buffett's face at noon today?
And in the evening, we can let him visit Gallows Hill.
Only after he's returned the keys he stole from us. He stole the key to the arsenal before we returned. And when we came back, it was empty. Gunpowder, ammunition, all of it.
Well, that's not the Mad Wolf's work.
What do you mean?
The Mad Wolf was by the pillory. The storage hut is on the other side. It could have been one of our men.
It's nonsense. The Mad Wolf knew how crippled we'd be without ammunition. Had to be. Hobson, try and act like a soldier today at the arrest.
I braved the moon shroud last night to get the keys to the Patriots. Well, don't you understand? I went through the Mad Wolf's domain last night.
Hey, very thrilling story. What about the money?
I told you. I met up with a man who works under Washington. He made my trek through the moon shroud worthwhile.
Oh, darling. Now, I'll make it worth your while.
Lord, the troops are readying for the arrest.
Colonel Hobson!
Is it over? Have they made the arrest?
Punctual again as usual.
Yes, yes. Have they made the arrest?
Not quite. See, what happened was Buffett over there, he just saw
Where?
the troops come and he just fled like a rabbit.
Where?
Right back over there.
Look out, he's got a hostage.
truly sorry that you had to witness that. You're trembling. What's the matter?
The bloodshed.
It will end when we win this war. General Washington's men are being diminished as we speak. You know the man that was shot outside? We knew him as the Mad Wolf. One of the most deadliest threats to our camp. But he'll be feeding the worms now. Excuse me, I am so sorry. My name is Colonel Benjamin Thompson. I shall have my way.
I think not.
I always do.
Is that it on the dishes?
By the evening, everyone believed the Mad Wolf was dead. There was a feeling of relief surrounding Golgotha. However, these feelings were short-lived.
He's coming in from the west. Here. Now the men with bayonets, listen to me.
Within seconds, troops were placed in the storage hut to guard Sarah.
I can't see the men from here. The front doors face away from us.
Thought you were like the cut. Hang you! Don't do this! What are those men doing? Infant! You'll get us all killed! Metal rule!
It's marksman. Take aim at that window that faces us. The minute you see Sarah or the Mad Wolf, fire! What are those men doing in there?
Sir, we have men watching all paths out.
Right! I see them! Yes!
Sarah was found by a field hand who informed the lady of his household, Jenny Dunmore. She was a nurse for the wounded American Minutemen. Forced to train during the aftermath of battle, Jenny was all too familiar with the injuries and diseases that befell and eventually killed many malnourished, barefooted troops.
I see this all the time on the feet of soldiers.
She's badly sunburned. There were soldiers in town this morning. They were looking for an escaped prisoner. This is probably her.
But that doesn't mean I stop tending to her.
That's probably them now.
No, that's only my husband returning from town. Be careful what you say to him.
What happened to her? Her husband beat her. I brought her here because I knew your wife was a good nurse.
Where did you find her?
By Lefferts Mill.
Lefferts Mill? Remember, I'm a barrister. My job is to spot details and lies. There's now a blade of grass at the mill. These are grass stains. This is the barmaid that escaped from Golgotha.
Stokely!
Keep soaking her feet.
At dawn, the search for Sarah began. Thompson's men combed every inch of land in the area and were ordered not to give up. Their search would soon prove successful.
Are you sensible to the risk of keeping her here?
Nothing is going to stop me from tending to that
Tell
poor
that to
girl.
Colonel Thompson.
If I have to, I will. Why don't you work with me instead of against me? That girl probably doesn't have long to live.
What's wrong with her?
Her feet are so badly damaged they'll both have to be amputated. And I lack the proper knowledge and equipment to do that.
I'm sorry. No, is that serious?
If she's caught, she'll get a hangman's noose, not a physician's care. All I can do is make her comfortable.
Excuse me.
Mr. Dunmore, the messenger sent this. Thank you. It's for the young lady.
Look at this note.
I discovered you are of poor health and are staying at the Dunmore house. I will come by to visit you this evening at 7:30. Signed, your most dearest friend.
Her dear friend is the Mad Wolf.
Well, this note doesn't prove that.
No, but this does. Piece of gold ribbon. This is the Mad Wolf's signature. He's coming here. I understand your predicament, but the Mad Wolf can't come here. He's wanted for 12 murders. And besides, at 7 o'clock this evening, I'm entertaining a British officer in this house. Do you know what will happen?
I can't stop the Mad Wolf from coming here. I don't even know where the Mad Wolf is.
It's all right. They won't find you here. I mean, the search for you is the biggest gossip and talk around Golgotha. Why would they search my home for you?
Mr. Dunmore's dinner guests arrived at his house on schedule.
Somebody's come from Britain.
Yes.
No, Mr. Hobson?
Very impressive. These paintings, I have seen similar ones at the Kenmore estate in Fredericksburg, Virginia. That's your hometown, isn't it, Mr. Dunmore?
Fredericksburg, yes.
Is this real?
Yes, that's real. You just put that back right there. Very valuable. Mr. Hobson, I understand that the Mad Wolf attacked Golgotha last night.
Yes. In helping a suspected spy escape, the Mad Wolf killed 4 of His Majesty's servants. But this time we have a clue.
What type of clue?
Well, one of our marksmen shot the Mad Wolf in the arm.
This means he's dying somewhere.
No. No, the wound he received would only require heavy bandaging. So, all we have to do is find the man with a bandaged arm.
No, wait, don't touch that!
Stokely, come here. You haven't told me to whom I have the pleasure of speaking.
Deborah Banks. I'm originally from neighboring Brookhaven.
It's always a pleasure to meet a beautiful woman.
Oh, Mr. Dunmore is my friend in the other room.
No, she's...
Do you know how rare gold fabric is? No, you're too drunk to know. Does this belong to anybody? Oh, if it doesn't belong to anybody, one never knows what sort of presents one would receive upon entering the house of a Virginian.
The Mad Wolf is a woman?
Her husband was hung by Thompson's men, and one of her family was killed in battles against the British. Her father's tombstone was ripped out to make way for Fort Golgotha.
And because of you, I'm gonna be hung. You're asking me to make a financial contribution to the military?
In face of the recent theft of our arsenal, Thompson has ordered me to gather finances. I'm to use any means necessary. I'm to go to every household in Huntington.
Does this mean I have to be like everybody else in Huntington and hide my life savings behind a beehive? I don't have any life savings. Poor spending habits.
No. I mean...
Joseph Buffett. Do you remember Joseph Buffett, the man you thought was a mad wolf? I saw his last will. And he also made a map showing where he hid some money. Money's hidden in a lantern, in a log, deep in the woods. My servant Joseph also saw the map. He'll lead you there tomorrow afternoon.
Could you show me the map now? I could go there at daybreak.
You really want to be the man who saves Thompson from this quagmire called lack of funds? All right. I'll show you. Come on.
You look much better, Sarah. Color's coming back. I've sent for Dr. Holdsworth. He'll be here soon.
Hobson, here's the key.
Jenny has been so good to me.
Map that Joseph Buffett drew. We go through the woods, along this trail, past the lake.
Deborah?
Rest now. I'll return.
Goes right to the log. Hidden in the log is a lantern. Lots of money.
It's not here!
Hobson's man beat us to it. That was the one thing I wanted to deprive Hobson of, being the hero of the day.
What am I gonna do? Make him think we're not spies.
What are you doing here? What do you think we're doing? This is Our Majesty's property.
I'm sorry. I wish to remain on my beau's side. He's one of those rebels. You know, rebels are very unmanly.
You're still trespassing and you'll have to come with me.
If we leave and promise never to return, is that, worth a shilling?
If I'm discovered taking it, only because you're tired and ready to let it blow. Please, we must go.
Come on, sweetheart.
dear. You go back to town and I'll see you. Well, go on, get!
That was certainly a pathetic prattle of a man, you say? I bet that I would fare far better with you. Oh, I'm all in. The clouds are so beautiful.
Now, I've never seen you in town before. May I ask you your name?
Matt Wolf.
I found this note among the effects of one of our casualties. Much of our ammunition was stolen by a devil considered a hero by the enemy. We are doomed.
What news of the extra ammunition?
We won't be able to get even a grain of gunpowder from the British government. However, I have arranged to buy 20 pounds from a private dealer.
That little? That's not enough to keep 10 men on. When do we expect the rebels to advance?
In the late morning. Hobson, you have the least battle experience of us all. I want you to meet the boat at the drop-off point. Target Rock. And Hobson, when you get it, make Godspeed.
After the British defeat at Yorktown, a good number of small-scale skirmishes exploded on Long Island. During the British occupation of Long Island, militia members were forced to surrender their arms and perform non-combative duties to King George, for whom they were forced to give an oath. Secretly, these militia gathered arms and perfected their combative and medical skills. Corporal Hobson counted on the arrival of ammunition to put him in good graces with Colonel Thompson.
Prime and load. Prime and load.
Boy! You cannot be here!
I only do target practice here.
Practicing! Become one of the Queen's Rangers? But we need good marksmen. Don't let me stop you.
Cursed boat! Where is it? Where is it?
Where's what, idiot?
When we go to Europe, you'll soon forget about this war.
How did they find out about Tort? How? I thought we would have gotten our replacement ammunition quicker. I thought Stokely Dunmore, upon hearing of the theft of the ammunition, would have financed us in
That
some...
reminds me, Stokely Dunmore. Isn't it pretty? It's very ladylike. I wonder how this rare piece of gold fabric found its way into the Dunmore house. His wife is not that fashionable.
Gold. The only other I know of with a gold ribbon is that barmaid who escaped from our camp. Stokely Dunmore must be hiding her.
No, don't do anything stupid, no!
Sarah.
Why is Sarah missing? What happened in this room? I came downstairs.
What are you talking about? What?
I came down.
How unfortunate. I've frightened the poor little rebel scum. Do you know what this is? This is a cat of 9 tails. And this is for all the men the Mad Wolf has killed.
Don't try it.
Mr. Dunmore, please. Come in. I'm going to need this one. Here. This will help to cleanse your wounds.
And then you took her away.
What Thompson took from Huntington to build Golgotha was considered theft and vandalism in the eyes of citizens. Huntington was stripped of almost all its trees in order to provide lumber for the fort. The townspeople listed what Thompson owed them in stolen goods. The amount was staggering. Thompson's days in Huntington were numbered. He and his soldiers would soon be mere fugitives. His Fort Golgotha became less of a military outpost and more of a location for drunken parties.
Salutations. You must be one of Madame Irvis's girls. Thompson is always inviting and bringing along. He never let me have any girls.
I might recognize this.
Barmaid. Mad Wolf.
Your regiment suffered quite a heavy loss. So I can presume that Thompson is out for blood. Does he know that it's your blood he seeks?
What are you talking about?
The ammunition you let the rebels get. You got plenty of money for it.
Where did you hear that filthy lie?
No, from your lady friend in town. You were always seen with her. So General Washington's men figured her to be a spy. And for a price, she talked. Thompson will not like hearing that you've become a hero among the colonists.
I'm one of King Queen's Rangers, not a hero among the colonists.
Hobson, all you're doing with that gun is making me mad.
You won't be able to tell Thompson a thing from your grave.
Gonna get hurt, Hobson!
What do you want from me?
Then be quiet! Now, you only have 8 men at Golgotha. 5 of them, including yourself, are here at this tavern. Golgotha falls tonight, and I want it to be a surprise attack. If you warn Thompson, I will hunt you down. You will not be able to hide in the deepest this cave of the earth, I will kill you. So, not a word to Thompson. Oh, here. You look a mess. Remember what I said? Stop shaking and wipe those tears from your face.
I know it sounds unbelievable, but the Mad Wolf is a woman. A pretty, raven-haired young woman of about 24, I'd say.
Ha! And if you'd have walked away with 2 jugs, you would have seen 2 women.
Hobson, you need to sober up fast. We must cross the moon shroud.
But she's planning to attack Golgotha tonight!
You ought to know some long drink of water, Hobson.
Sober up! Get outside!
Thompson! Thompson, it's the Mad Wolf!
Metaru died before he was found by Thompson.
You shall pay for the death of my marksman, Meadowgood! Colonel Thompson! What is it, Thompson? You idiot!
Please don't kill me. I've bought passage on a ship leaving for Europe 2 days from now. You'll never see me again. Please, I don't want to die now.
Hobson, you traitor! You better hope I die! I'll kill you myself! That's frightening! Please entertain us with a ballad of the 13 colonies.
I can't now. I've got an appointment with the lady friend.
If you don't, we're gonna have to take you to the pillory. Come on.
Come on. All right, get him over there. Give me all I had.
Hold still.
No.
Hold still. Benny,
Oh, stop it.
Put that down.
Oh, God. All right. This here is a ballad. Spoken too seldom in my estate.
Not the
I
13
am pleased
colonies
to offer
thing
you
again.
the
That piece of
talented
tripe. Every
Mr.
night it's the 13 bleeding colonies. Already enough. No more, please. Just take the musket and plug it out.
Hardy knaves and stupid fools. Some apish and pragmatic mules. These are the 13 colonies. When Jove resolved to send a curse, and all life's all the woes of life rehearse, and not famine, not plague, but much worse. He went and plunged 13 colonies.
Hey, where'd he go? Where'd he... Hello? He coming back, right? Oh.
Maybe something happened.
Plunge the 13 colonies into the dark.